season, obviously new arena, new team?
It's been pretty cool. I mean, obviously a lot of new faces. Kind of trying to initial stages of building chemistry and the excitement about what we can accomplish this year. We've had some tough breaks injury-wise already, but hopefully guys can get back on the floor quickly so we can really understand what lineup we can throw out there and again get comfortable with each other. But at the end of the day, we always talk about maintaining our culture and our the expectations of how we do things here, and that's been kind of par for the course for sure in terms of how training camp's been going.
Has anyone stood out to you so far?
I think there's a lot of guys that can kind of fill a lot of different pieces in terms of what Alec Burks can do. Jacob has a different kind of confidence, it seems like, on the floor right now. Understanding how he can impact the game on both ends of the floor. And I think Omari as well is just trying to figure it out in terms of just he's excited. He knows he's a talented NBA player that has a lot to provide, and just trying to get his confidence on the floor and understanding what we're trying to do and how he can help us. So I think those three guys, but everybody's plugged in. And as we build towards Saturday and see guys on the floor against another team and try to execute some things we've been working on, that'll show a lot for sure.
What have you seen from?
I know Jordan, Allen, Eric. Who am I missing?
That's all rookies.
Oh yeah. Those three guys, in terms, I'm just still getting familiar. Those three guys are just all ears, so just asking questions out there, competing, and that's all you ask for early. They're all going to have an opportunity to help us, and they know that. And when that time comes, whether it's game 1 or game 15 or whatever it is, our philosophy has always been, when you're on the floor, do what you do, be yourself, play within yourself, and just, do what you can to help the team win. I think they all have that mindset.
D'Angelo said that he was pretty excited to play with you. How has it been over these last 2 days, playing alongside him?
I mean, it's fun. You can see the potential. How we work off each other. It's no secret. I like to play with the ball and off the ball. I know he can do the same. So kind of our formula of whoever gets the rebound, whoever's close to the ball, get it and go, and the other guy just run. That's going to be fun to watch, having a playmaker like that can put the ball on the floor, create for others. And he's obviously a knockdown shooter too. So I think the chemistry will be developed very, very quickly in terms of how we work off each other and what we can accomplish together as a backcourt for sure.
You mentioned talk about that pre-practice. I mean, is that literally something like a conversation you had?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's for us to be successful. There's nothing that's going to be understood. Just going to have to be talked about and worked on in practice, and you have to paint the picture, and then us kind of execute on the floor. There may be some things we kind of stumbled upon, certain lineups, just because we have so much to kind of work with. But for the most part, from the coaches all the way down, it's going to have take a consistent conversation, communication, and just everybody being on the same page before the game starts to know what we're trying to do.
With all that in mind, how do you see what you have to contribute, what you have to do shifting because of the youth of this team and trying to get everybody on the same page from maybe what you've done the last couple of years?
From a start with like a leadership perspective, it's continue to do what I've been doing myself, Draymond, Clay, when he's around the team through his rehab process. We all can speak on what it takes to be a winning championship caliber team, and the details that go into it and the work that goes into it, and then we'll demonstrate that on the back end. May require me to be a little bit more vocal, just in terms of kind of what I was just talking about how we're going to execute on the floor, what I see, kind of pointing guys in the right direction. But in terms of just playing, I've always had a high responsibility on putting the ball in the basket, obviously creating for others, and that's pretty much the same. I have to feel out exactly how defenses want to play us and kind of what they want to try to take away. But at the end of the day, I've always played aggressive. It's never meant taking every shot. It's being a threat, creating for others, if whether I have the ball in my hands or not. And so that never – it's just the sense of urgency around that is just heightened a little bit in terms of creating offense early and often.
A different challenge, because it strikes me that this is really different. Approaching this season is different than what you guys had in front of you or were trying to accomplish in the previous ones.
I think when you're in that 5-year run, it's fun, right? You understand what the expectations are, what your potential is, and what the ceiling is, and just managing that throughout the process. But in every NBA, all the greats have had kind of career arcs where there's a different, time and place and a different perspective around what they're trying to do and the team that they have and all those type of things, and you adjust. So the challenge is definitely exciting, and I understand, that this year we could surprise a lot of people. I say that we don't really, I guess on the same token, I don't really care what other people have to say, but it's kind of it's hard not to hear what they're saying about us as a team and whatnot. And so just having fun playing basketball, that's the best part.
Winding all the way back to when Mark was first here and Jared Jack and those vets, and you guys kind of started the build toward what you accomplished. Can you compare where you are with this group to that?
It's different because like that point we were still on the chase, if you will, and we hadn't really accomplished anything, but we were talking a big game and we knew what we were capable of. Now that we've had this last 5-year run, and you kind of understand how different it's going to look this year and the pieces that we have and the chance to continue to build, it's still kind of a different vibe just because of we got 3 banners up there now. So I think I like this situation, obviously, because we can point to something and say we had this formula, this game plan. Obviously, we had a lot of talent and a lot of pieces to kind of put together, but we created a culture that will hopefully outlive that specific moment in time in that run. So no matter who steps foot on the floor this year, that's what we're working towards again. And we've done it before, and we have guys that know what it takes, and that's a special feeling for sure.
How's the new commute going for you?
It's great.
Is it any adjustment period at all for that one?
This whole year is going to be an adjustment, especially early in the season. I mean, I don't even know what Saturday is going to be like in terms of that first time pulling up to Chase Center for a basketball game. I know it's been so many concerts and events and stuff, so Chase has been buzzing for a while, but from a basketball perspective, it's going to be our first chance to kind of enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the new sights, and get used to a game day in San Francisco. So excited about it. We got 3 games, I think, in preseason, so we'll work out the kinks, and October 24th it'll be on and popping.
What do you think of Marquise Chris?
Has kind of been bouncing around, but understands he has talent, and he's been playing just with his head down in training camp so far, just trying to contribute. So he has an opportunity for sure, and I'll be excited to see him again out on the court. We can just talk all we want to in practice and scrimmages and whatnot. We want to see it out in the game.
You ever remember playing a team 4 times in preseason?
No, you get sick of seeing them for sure.
Do you? I mean, earlier in your career,
I do like the travel schedule though.
Yeah.
Travel schedule is
Staying in
beautiful,
California.
phenomenal. We went to China 2 years ago, and I don't know what we did last year, but I just Vancouver, staying in California, LA to the Bay. It's nice. It's real nice.
Early in your career, obviously, the Lakers were kind of the prime team, and you guys were down and flipped. I mean, now it almost feels like for the first time there is kind of like a level playing field, and maybe, I mean, playing each other 4 times in the preseason, you're almost like kind of leveraging each other. They're going to open Chase, you're going to Staples. I mean, for the first time, it almost feels like, does it feel like to you a level playing field?
I think the way it's mean, obviously the moves and the excitement and all the Staples Center, the Clippers, Lakers, all that type of stuff. It's exciting for the league to kind of see what they're about. But
I almost just mean from like a franchise brand standpoint. You know,
it's when the big markets are good, it's good for the league for sure. So yeah, that's definitely. It's definitely exciting, and when we come to LA and they come here, I'm sure the atmospheres on both sides will be phenomenal, and that's what you want. You want to play against good teams and have to beat them. It's what we've been for years now, and we want to continue that presence, and I'm sure they want to do the same for sure.
Steve said that you and Draymond in particular earned the right. If you guys do need a rest with all your mileage, you guys do need, maybe he'll give you a half off of practice or something like that. How do you feel going into this, and would you welcome that, considering the mileage that you guys have had?
I think just the experience of understanding what it takes for us to be our best on the floor, we know what that is, and so we can, on a day-to-day basis, make the right decisions. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to make as many of the right decisions as possible to help us become or be at our best when the ball bounces out on the court, for games. So. I don't think we'll talk about it much throughout the year, or hopefully it won't be a big deal, although they skip the practice or whatever, like whatever happens, internally. But at the end of the day, we want to be out on the floor as many games as possible at our best and helping our team win. So again, it's just constant communication, understanding what the ultimate goal is. I would love to win every scrimmage in practice, but that's not going to get us anywhere. So if I need to skip one, keep my legs fresh, it's probably a smart decision.
Steph, is it weird to look around and not see Andre, not those guys have been around?
Yeah, I texted Andre yesterday. I had a little heartfelt moment. I said, "I miss you, bro." It's just weird not seeing him. You get used to so many, faces and certain presence on the court, and those two guys were. You saw them. They, you knew what time it was, and things changed. Obviously, we talked about all summer and knew this kind of situation was happening, but it's definitely weird.
Did he text you back?
Yeah, he did. We had a good conversation.
What's he doing right now? I mean, he doesn't even really.
That's what we had our conversation about. That was good. He's grinding. He's staying sharp and in shape. So I know he's got a lot more to give in the league. So we'll see.
Going back to the whole talking today about running.
He's kind of another versatile, plug that can fill a lot of holes. Play, 2, 3, maybe some 4. He's a knockdown shooter, and he's been in a couple situations where he's seen exactly what's the difference between a winning team and a losing team. So. I just like the fact every day I see him, he's got a smile on his face, excited, just ready to work. So he's going to get a lot of opportunities this year as well to go out there and contribute, and excited to see it happen.
You told him shooters don't look down?
Oh, yeah, I told him at the corner today. Somebody skipped a pass to me, and I kind of caught it on the way down. I looked down to see what the line was, and I missed, and he was standing right next to me. And I had to let him know. I don't know what I was thinking looking at the line. Like, wherever I'm at, I know what's going in. Just shoot it. Don't second guess it. So maybe he learned something there, too.
In terms of establishing that culture, how difficult has it been to not only have to introduce a lot of guys in the culture, but some rookies, second-year players, third-year players?
It's really not hard because you just handle your business how you normally do. And hopefully they're watching, they're kind of following the lead, and you raise their level just by that. And then during practice, if they got questions or you see something, we call it out and we keep it moving. And that's part of, again, the nuances that helps our success. It's not just what we do, putting the ball in the basket. It's that overall chemistry where we all got each other's back and truly care about each other getting better along the way. So that's even more important than ever, right now.